are live. Welcome back to another edition of Earle Sports Bets. And today we are finally starting the National League, the better of the two leagues, my favorite league, obviously, the league of our New York Mets. But we're not talking about them today. We're talking about the reigning National League West champion, Los Angeles Dodgers. Last year, the Dodgers, take a look at what they did. They only had the best season in baseball, regular season wise, postseason not as much. They won 111 games, went 111 and 51. They finished 22 games better than the second place Padres, 30 games better than the third place Giants. They then got obviously the first round bye and lost to the Padres in 4 games in the NLDS. So you ready to get into these 2023 Los Angeles Dodgers?
That's right.
There's a lot to discuss.
Yes.
We'll start with their additions and subtractions, and this is probably one of the most full lists I've seen in a while.
There's a complete overhaul.
Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of an overhaul. You're right. David Peralta, Miguel Rojas, Jordan Yamamoto, Tyler Sear, JD Martinez, Brandon Zimmer, Noah Syndergaard, Patrick Mazeika, and Clayton Kershaw were all the additions and re-signings. Yeah. And then their subtraction list. Wow. Cody Bellinger, Edwin Rios, Trevor Bauer, Justin Turner, Hanser Robles, Trey Turner, Tyler Anderson, Hanser Alberto, Andrew Heaney, Kevin Pillar, Joey Gallo, Tommy Kanabel, Kanakle. I can never pronounce that guy's name right. And Craig Kimball. A lot of additions, a lot of subtractions here. Obviously, re-signing Kershaw. It's one of the things they need to do off their season. And kind of a sneaky pickup here. I can see this very similar to a couple guys we see on the right side of the screen, like Tyler Anderson and Andrew Heaney, where they came in and pitched well, even though they weren't very good before they got to the Dodgers. Watch out for Noah Syndergaard this year. Noah Syndergaard is somebody got circled that I think the Dodgers can fix potentially. We know the Dodgers are really good with pitching there. David Peralta, I like that addition. But overall, no flashy names, nothing like that. And as we'll see in the next slide, they didn't really need to pick up many players. They let a lot of people go. They dropped their payroll, and they actually can. Because we'll talk about it in the next slide. I think this Dodger team is going to be damn good again. And I don't think most of these are all role players other than Trey Turner. Most of them, they were just role players. And I can definitely see this team continuing to be good this year. This is still a very good baseball team. What's your thoughts on this addition subtraction? I don't think they got better, but I don't think they got worse here.
Yeah, I mean, you did miss one more subtraction, which is going to be something that's going to cost the Dodgers a shit ton of money, and that's Trevor Bauer. He went to Japan, but you have to. Yeah, I know you had a big list, but no, this is a team that had a complete overhaul, and I still think they're going to be quite solid because the Dodgers are the definition of a regular season team. And that's all they are, besides the Mickey Mouse ring in 2020. Yamamoto, it seems like a lot of teams are trying to grab some overseas Japanese talent, and that's no different from there.
Yamamoto has played in the MLB.
He did?
He was a Met last year.
He was? Was he injured?
Yeah, he got injured, but yeah. He was a Marlin and he was a Met.
That's right. I think he did play overseas as well. Anyways, I totally forgot he even played in the MLB. That's how much I remember him. JD Martinez, solid pickup. Syndergaard, we'll see. Patrick Mazeika, Clayton Kershaw is definitely good to re-sign that fossil. On the subtraction side, Cody Bellinger, I think he needed to change the scenery. From Cali, so I think that was good for him to go. Rios, whatever. Oh, you did add Bauer. I'm sorry. I didn't see him third on the list. Turner, I like Trey Turner. Justin Turner. Well, Trey Turner as well. They don't have either Turners. Hanser Robles from the bullpen. Andrew Heaney, whatever. Pillar, whatever. Joey Gallo's a joke. Krimble with his frozen, I guess they just had to let him go. But anyways, just a complete overhaul, but I still think this is going to be a good Dodgers team.
Absolutely. And I think one thing that we'll be able to see this year that probably will make them a very good baseball team. How about that farm system? This team has been damn good. So you would think maybe they traded away a lot of prospects. No. They do a lot of their damage in the offseason.
Most of them are all 2023 as well. So this is going to be
they got a lot of top prospects that we should expect to see and make impacts this year with the LA Dodgers. Catcher Diego Cartaya. So that's why they didn't really sign a catcher. Right-handed pitcher Bobby Miller. First baseman, third baseman, outfielder Miguel Vargas. Second base outfielder Michael Bush. Right-handed pitcher Gavin Stone. Right-handed pitcher Ryan Patoit. And outfielder Andy Pages. I believe one of these is actually a 2020. No, my bad. The top guy is
2024. Yep.
Yeah, my bad. I even typed in 2024. But expect a lot of players to come up through the farm system for the Dodgers and have impacts this year, which is going to make them really good. I mean, we're going to see in the next page, Ryan Patoit's part of that rotation. A lot of good players coming up to the Dodgers, and the question is with this Dodgers team is, are these players going to be everyday contributors or trade pieces? They got a lot of trade capital, a lot,
or both,
where some guys like Vargas, Bush come out and have impact, and maybe they trade Cartaya for somebody halfway through the year. Maybe they traded Bobby Miller. Maybe they trade some of these guys to get MLB talent. So you never know. This is going to be an interesting year for the Dodgers. I think they're going to be fine. I think a lot of people are overreacting to the Padres and what the Padres have done. I still think this is the team to beat in the National League West.
Yes. And I mean, I don't know much about the thing, but second best farm system. I believe the only one that was better was Baltimore, right?
Correct.
Baltimore had the number one. The Dodgers are going to be solid again. They're never going away.
No. So then we'll move on to the projected lineups here for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy, JD Martinez, David Peralta, Trace Thompson, Miguel Vargas, Miguel Rojas. That is quite a lineup there. The rotation, Clayton Kershaw, Julio Urias, Noah Syndergaard, Dustin May, Ryan Patoit. This rotation is really good, and they're missing Walker Buehler. They're missing Tony Gonsolin.
I think Buehler's out the entire year.
Buehler is out the entire year. I don't think it's going to matter.
No, I don't think
so. This is and then their bullpen's not bad either. Jimmy Nelson, Phil Bickford, Shelby Miller, Yency Almonte, Caleb Ferguson, Bruce Starr, Gratterall, Alex Viesa, and Evan Phillips. Very strong bullpen as well. A lot of guys here ranked in the top 100. The last three guys ranked in the top 100 according to Fangraphs.
Yeah.
Evans is going to be strong this year. I think this Dodgers team is going to be really good again. I like the lineup. It looks like an all-star lineup. That top five is really strong. I think Noah Syndergaard is going to have a strong year. And I think he's a bet-on pitcher because I think at this point, Noah Syndergaard has a very negative stigma to his name, and it's going to make the Dodgers affordable to back with him starting. So I'm definitely looking to bet Dodgers games with Syndergaard on the mound. So I'm really interested in this Dodgers team this year.
I will say, as strong as this lineup looks, it's weaker than last year.
Absolutely.
And the big thing is no Trey Turner, which is going to be a really solid bet. This is still going to be a 100-win team, if not 95 plus. Mookie Betts is going to have an MVP caliber season. Freddie Freeman's going to have an MVP caliber season. Will Smith is going to have a solid year behind the plate. Max Muncy's going to strike out 1 million times. So you got a solid Max Muncy's kind of and you got to look. This team last year had 111 wins,
and Max Muncy did not play up to potential.
And I think they had about 2 players in their lineup that hit over 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of them's gone. So, and the other one was Freddie Freeman.
Justin Turner as well. They're missing that name as well. But
Justin
here's the
Turner,
thing. They have the prospects to replace these guys.
correct. And then you look at the rotation. Kershaw, whatever you can get out of Kershaw, I guess that's cool. Julio Urias is one of the best pitchers in baseball. And he is getting underlooked because he's on that Dodgers team. Julio Urias is going to have another 21-4 year. He's going to have a 2.7 ERA. He's going to strike out a bunch of guys, and he's going to finish 5th in the Cy Young race just because that's just the respect he gets. I'm actually going to look up what his odds are.
Julio Urias, Cy Young. I don't hate that at all.
I might actually be a pickup for me. MLB futures. Well, we'll get to that. I guess we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see what I can get for it. But no, I think this and the bullpen's going to be quite solid this year as they normally are. This is going to be a Dodgers team that's going to be solid. You know what? Actually, this might be where I want to go with it. I'll end up betting that. I'll do that one. I'm not going to bet a Cy Young. I'll bet a different thing. But we'll get to that in a minute. This team is going to be really good again. But how are we going to make money with them, Nick?
Yeah. Quick to the chat. Remain saying what's up, what's good. But yeah, let's take a look at their futures. The LA Dodgers have a win total of 95.5. To make the playoffs is minus 900 if you're interested. To miss the playoffs is plus 550. To win the National League West is even money this year. I think there's value on that line. National League plus 425, World Series plus 900. Now, I'm not interested in the last two. I mean, this is one of the teams that wouldn't surprise me to go to the World Series, but I mean, I think there's other options for World Series futures that will have maybe a little bit more value, but we're getting the Dodgers not as the favorite this year. The Dodgers are not the favorite, and this is a team that just won 111 baseball games last year.
Yes.
So absolutely give me over 95.5 wins. This is a team that's continuously hit their over in win total. So I will be betting that. I will grab some of them to win the National League West. I am interested in them to win the division. Maybe I'll take some National League and World Series futures with this team. I think that this is a team that absolutely you could. And I think this is a team that has some value even at only 425 and 9-1. So I have no problem looking at the Dodgers here for World Series futures out of the National League, and I think this is a team that probably will be playing in the National League Championship Series again. I don't think that's too far fetched, even though they didn't play in it last year because they got beat by the Padres.
Very hot Padres team at the time.
I think the hype on the Padres is giving us a much better price than the Dodgers. Is kind of what I'm thinking here. So I like the Dodgers here to over 95.5 wins and to win the National League West. And I might look at some futures with them to win the National League and the World Series.
Well, I'll take the National League West. I'll take the over, and I'll raise you a Julio Urias to have the most wins in the MLB.
Oh,
it's 16-1. He's gonna get 5 to 6. He's gonna get 6 innings a game, 6 to 7 innings pitched a game. Yeah. And the Dodgers are gonna win a lot of games, and they're gonna win a lot of games with him pitching. We've seen it plenty of times in the past bunch of years. He's been one of the most consistent pieces when it comes to that type of stuff. You look up his numbers. I'm gonna actually let me pull up his baseball reference. Julio Urias, because I want to pull up baseball reference. What has his records been the past bunch of years? Last year, 17-7. The year before that, 20-3. So, and then previous to that, he really didn't pitch all that much, but or he pitched in the bullpen a lot. Sorry. Since he got to the starting role, 37 wins in his last 2 years. I think he has another one of those very solid years where he'll go 21-4, 22-4, and
I like that,
win a bunch of games. Give me Urias to have the most wins in the in baseball plus 1,600.
I really like that look. I actually might jump on that as well. Plus 1,600 for most wins for Urias. I can definitely see that there. Yeah, that's about it for the Dodgers. So though, anything you want to mention before we head on out for this one?
I think we're good to go.
All right. That's going to just about do it for this one. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow for the San Diego Padres. I have nothing prepared for the Padres yet, or I have to type up the thingy here. So we'll do the Padres tomorrow. We might Padres and Diamondbacks or Giants tomorrow. And then, we're going to have to do a couple two-a-days with some of these teams heading down the stretch. So we will be doing more of these more often. But that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys as always for watching. We'll catch you next time.